we click the record button and say, yo, what up? How's it going, man?
What up? Good.
Ochaco 1. Ochaco 1 under air. One of my absolute favorite decks. The first deck I ever played, like, hyper competitively. What's up with Ochaco 1?
So I'm actually taking this deck to LA this weekend. And I played it in the webcam regional. And the only thing I'm a little worried about, so I'm wondering if like there are some things I should in my sideboard just completely main board, for the simple fact that I'm finding myself playing against characters that like to tell me no a lot. Sure. And to make it to where I almost feel defenseless, because on her face and with the attacks that I have and with some of the foundations I have, I'm honestly just prepping myself for that beautiful combo, that double pummel into sending them to the moon thing. But I find myself, there's been a few times where like I don't even get to play that turn. Like I'll come across like, I don't know, an eraser head that just says, how about you take a seat? Or I'll find myself against like, I don't know, super hyper aggressive, like I kill you because you didn't hold the right block zone kind of moments. So I'm wondering if there are some things that you see foundation wise, or if I'm missing a couple things that you feel would make me feel a little more defenseful, so that way when I do come across those characters, it doesn't feel as bad.
Sure. That's completely and totally fair. So the first thing that I'm seeing is we are missing cool cards like Cheerleader. It's like a different flavor of Decoy Duplicate that checks a 5 instead of the 4, right? It doesn't let them press their buttons. And then here's the real spice, I think. And I don't know how much you hate it or not, but we easily could have, because of the sideboard space that we have, we get to have a transformative sideboard a little bit. Interesting you're not playing the 2-check. You're not playing Specialized Sound Waves.
So that was in my deck originally. I honestly just found myself checking it more often than I did actually playing it.
Sure.
So it was more being a hindrance to where my play is usually like I'm Meteor Shower circusing more often than I find myself even like. I think I've played, maybe when I had that in for like a month, I probably played that card like 3 times. No joke. Wow. Even having it as like a 3 of, or I even put it at a 4 of, I never played it. I checked it more often than not.
Excuse me. Well, I put some ideas in the sideboard. The only thing that I really saw foundation wise that you're missing from like air defense or air disruption is just Cheerleader. Which means that we have room, right? We got room to mess around with stuff. You easily could have put in 1 Jiro, 2 more Comet, and then it's like when you need to just, instead of being a cool toolboxy recursion deck, you just make all your double jab almost do 9 damage and, you know, just kill them.
That's a good thought.
You just kill them, right? Why mess around with whatever? Just like, hey, a home run comic gets +X, and like all of this doesn't change except for now your Meteor Showers don't do 5. It's a 4 diff 4 high for 6 printed.
Oh wow, yeah.
Right.
That's the other thing I find too, is like I hardly find myself adjusting Meteor Shower unless it's like, you know, looking at my list here, unless it's like Small and Limber or Feeling Q or you know, any or basic training. You know, that's the only time I really get to adjust like my speed or my power with this card. Is if I have those on the field.
Like the difference between Ochaco and Jiro is so small in like their idea, right? Like if you squint your eyes, Ochaco gets to clear her card pool once and recur 1 attack. But Jiro is checking the top card of her deck to make sure she can play more attacks as opposed to clearing, and she just gives more stats to make up for that extra recurred attack.
That makes sense.
And so, like, these are the same characters, but it is more consistent to just give more buffs and check better, like check good cards, rather than recur the cool one, right?
Okay.
With that said, though, like Ochaco plays Meteor Shower slightly better than Jiro does, but Jiro says that the Meteor Showers hit a little harder if they can't deal with it.
Okay.
So, like, I like the idea of, like, yo, the Ochaco tricks aren't working. Okay, well, let's just switch into high gear and just throw a fastball at them. My double jab pummels at minimum do 7 damage. You have to block a 7 damage pummel. You're not allowed to not. Oh, you blocked my 7 damage pummel? Well, I'll draw 2, discard 2. Oh, I found more gas. All right, here's the comet. Here's the indiscriminate shock. That's gonna get plus 5 damage just for existing as Jiro, right?
Okay.
But, like, if you can outplay your opponent, Ochaco's just the better call, right? Ochaco says that your decoy duplicates are online more. Ochaco tactically works better with Wealthy Aspirations. Like, I don't think that you trade playing Ochaco from Jiro, but if there are some matchups, like you said, Eraserhead is giving you an issue, this character kicks the shit out of Eraserhead.
Okay.
Because, like, the response is, we don't care if you erase Jiro. The only thing I can't do is a once per turn. Yeah, who cares?
Yeah. Even with her, like, with, like, Eraserhead, you said, for example, like, I don't care that he erases me, but I do, like, if I don't have the answer to be like, oh, let me bump my speed back up a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, once everything resolves, I can, if I need to do my snap, now it's when I want to pick it up and give it 3 speed, that's when it feels bad. But there's your one exception, right?
Right. Yeah. Or like, when you fight against Nomu, right? This says that you get to pick up the high block when it matters, right? You just pick back up your electric jolt. But this character says that it actually only takes 7 attacks to kill him, whereas this character could take 8 or 9.
Okay.
Right? So, like, but there's the trade-off. This character is very good at not dying because you get to pick that card up defensively, and this character is very good at killing. So, like, they could just be like this 1-2 punch of, like, what do I push this in? Do I pull this out? Otherwise, though, mainboard-wise, like, you've got really cute tech with, like, double small number, which is, like, super cute. Do you need 2 small numbers? Probably not. Basic training's probably just better. Right? It's a 0 and a 5 as opposed to a 1 and a 4, but this is an extra foundation, which is cool. Only one feeling cute. Holy cow. How big's this deck?
Yeah. It's
51. That's why.
51.
Yeah, you got no room for fluff. That's okay.
I honestly think I have that feeling cute in there just as a turn right defensively, because I don't want to suddenly, like, be like a fake Bakugo and start blowing up my foundations.
Sure.
I'll do that with release if I'm, desperate, but I mean, to blow it up for one speed, you know what I mean?
Nah. On a kill turn, +1/+1/+1/+1 seems pretty good, but, like, yeah, you're right. Probably don't need, like, 2 or 3 of it on the board unless you're not trying to nuke your whole stage. Yeah. Yeah, this is probably what I would do is, like, the only real recommendations that I have is, like, figure out if you can or want to fit Jiro, toss in 2 more comets into the sideboard. How many encouraging are we playing mainboarded? 0? That's
0.
Scary. And then 2 of this, 2 of this. Convenient timing. What are your thoughts here?
So that's more if I come across, like, those characters that have, like, no issues checking.
Yeah,
I'm holding that for the block and then to give it the response. It's worked out a couple times.
What are your thoughts on like putting in a single copy of Convenient Timing, a single copy of Cheerleader, right? And then you take those cards out for these cards as you need them, right? Or you take out the decoy duplicates for the encouragings or whatever. So, like, it could look something like this in the main board, and then we take out these from the sideboard, and then there. Oh, we could even put one more back in, or you just like pick one, right?
Pick one.
Pick one, it could go on the sideboard, or pick one, it could go on the main board, and put the other one in the sideboard. And like pushing up to 63 or 53 is not that big of a deal, truthfully.
Now they're both momentum costers, right? The convenient and the cheerleader.
Correct.
If you needed to do one or the other, would you do the cheerleader just because of the 5 check?
Cheerleader for sure. Because I totally took this off the table. I'll go find it again. Sorry. Cheerleader for sure because it is active on board, where the other one is a hand trap. And sometimes like there's some decks that just like don't care about that hand trap, you know. Back to 52. 52 and 17 attacks is plenty, right? Especially when we have draw power here, we have recursion here, we have draw power here. If anything, let's look at our block zones. I mean, if you're really, really cut up about this number, you cut the small limbers, put in one basic training, and then you're back.
Okay. I don't think that I'm trying to keep between 50 and 55.
Yeah.
I'd like to play the game faster.
Sure.
So 60 cards and above, I feel like I'm just, sludging it out.
Sure. you got shit to do with your day. I get it.
The ice cream is melting. But yeah, I like this. I like the idea of oh crap, here's a character that I hate absolutely.
Yeah.
Not necessarily throw the game, but show them what I got, and then go surprise. I'm going first this turn.
If you showed this attack lineup without the character, it would be a coin toss, a coin toss between is this Ochaco or Jiro. It just would be, right? And so why not have Jiro is pound for pound the best character in the game, right? Like the things that she does is just unfair, the amount of stats that she throws on stuff. Home run comet in Jiro is messed up, and you're playing your 2 home run comet, so all you have to do is take out 1 indiscriminate, take out 1 meteor shower, toss in your 2 home run comets, and then you're good. Run it,
and then swing for the fences. I'm down with that.
Yeah. How annoying, man, this is one of my least favorite plays of all time. You just go jolt, and it's a 3 for 5. And then you go double jet pummel, and it's a 3 for 7. And then you go 0 gravity lift, and it's a 3 for 9.
God.
Bing bang
brutal.
boom. I hate it, man. It's my least favorite turn 2 that Jiro can do. Ugh.
Especially if you check beautifully too, and you show that last attack as a throw.
Yeah. And then they interact with it, and then you're just hey, home run comet. Hey, it's +4/+4. Steal a momentum, do the thing. Catch.
Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just safety Jiro, right? Because you're playing the meteor showers and not the specialized. But this is just a Jiro deck, man.
Oh yeah. I see it now that you've walked me through with it. I totally can see how. I wonder if I did have that those people that I was playing in the webcam RLE going, why is this guy not playing Jiro? It makes so much sense now.
Yeah,
considering
it's just flavor, right? It's just what do you want to do, right? And I think the Jiro double home run comment is going to be more valuable than a 3rd wall cling and a 3rd encouraging, right? Because of how much it changes up the gameplay pattern. Of you need to get the job done. You can't sit there and play with your food. And Ochaco is very good at playing with her food. Of I'm super cute. I'll play this 0 grav lift. I'll pick it back up. I'll play it again. Teehee. Where Jiro just slams it down your throat if needed. But at the same time, being this Ochaco is just good. It's just a good deck,
It's definitely it's definitely done me well. It's just there's the times where I'm okay, it's time to be hyper competitive, and you watch the the air escape out of the out of the engine. I'm like, no, what are you doing? No.
Yeah.
But when she brings the gas, man, it hits.
100%.
Like it can be deadly. Like I've definitely seen it a few times happen, and damn, I feel bad.
Yeah.
Like I feel bad, but at the back of my mind I'm like, yes, excellent.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I would really change. I don't love double wealthy, but that might just be me. But you're like wanting to play a bunch of meteor showers, so it makes sense. I think you probably just get away with one. I'd rather play just like a 4th observant student to like pretend to be Jiro more.
Okay.
It's also like a 1 diff, not a 2 diff. It's still that same 1 low block. And the deadlock enhances like messed up in your character, like messed up in your character. If they go to deadlock and you have 2 attacks, you have every meteor shower in your discard pile.
Mm-hmm. And then say I get a +7 on my next check with double jab.
Yeah. Just start swinging.
I did start swinging. I agree.
Yeah. I think this is where I'm gonna leave it. I think this
Okay.
is where I'm at. 52 feels totally fine. If you do your playtest games, you're like, cheerleader just wasn't it for me. If you didn't like it in the main board, you're probably not gonna like it in the sideboard, because Deco Duplicate's like doing a very similar job. Same time, if you're in love with cheerleader, you could even see about like double cheerleader, 1 decoy duplicate, and then see how that fits you.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I would make the small limber change, but it really just depends on you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll test it with small limber in there and see how it does, and then if it turns out to be it's just a useless card at that point, I'll ditch it. Especially if with Jiro given stats already.
The way that you clear cards from your stage, feeling cute, release, shock treatment, decoy, cheerleader, home run comet. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's another one I rarely see too is shock treatment. Rarely see shock treatment.
Yeah, this card might have been power creeped out just a little bit. Of like, if you're dying to get this number down, I mean, shock treatment is easily on the chopping block to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I like shock treatment as a card. If I can find room for it, I really enjoy it.
It's a good card. It's just one of those like I so hardly see it.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, I feel like I have wealthy on the field, so I'm okay there.
Yeah.
But you're right. Maybe running it as a 2 of might be a stretch.
Shock treatment?
Or no, wealthy.
Wealthy? Yeah. I just like this card's job is it steals the momentum and gives you a low block, right? Like that's the thing. Like removing it to turn one of your cards back face up, it's just Jolt, which is just like the RC Cola of shock treatment. Because you have to remove this and then unflip this and then flip it again, right? So like that's cool, but like the chances of that being like super rad is eh.
Yeah, it's very eh.
As opposed to, hey, I need to check a 5 here. Am I going to check a 5? Hey, I have latent skill on board. Do I have an attack on top, or do I have a foundation? All right, observe a student, look at the top. Oh, it's an attack. All right, I'll latent skill. I'll clear the 3 and I'll draw an attack card. I'm in.
Or pick it up with
Destined.
Destined if I don't have enough gas.
Yeah.
But then at that point, yeah, I don't know what's underneath that. Where Jiro can say, let's check both. Let's be safe.
Yeah. And again, I think Ochaco, I mean, you should be playing Ochaco like 95% of the time. But like in the matchup, like you get just absolutely mollywopped game 1. It wasn't close. And you're like, oh, Ochaco's not up to snuff. I need to just kick your teeth in going first. Okay, I'll play Jiro. I'll just try to kick your teeth in and see what happens. Feel the matchup a little bit better. And should I stay with Jiro going second? Should I go back to Ochaco going second? I don't. It just gives you like a different type of play pattern. Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be a tough call. I guess it would depend on the matchup, right? Was it close? Was it a blowout?
Right. Definitely in the moment, but it's just enough of a mix up, to make your opponent go, oh well. This isn't Ochaco anymore.
Makes sense.
Any final thoughts?
No, that I appreciate you taking the time and taking a look for me.
You're welcome. Stay on the line long enough for me to shoot you the deck list, and you have a great night, okay?
You too, man. Thank you.
Good luck in Cali.
Sweet, man. Thank you.